Hi everyone, so this is an eye review for Michelle. Michelle, as far as I can tell, she has blue eyes, true blue eyes, and it's covered over with a lot of lymph. Specifically, it's actually a very good example. Nice eye makeup, by the way. But we can see a lot of the dark browns around the pupil, which is the GI area. And it's also got like an orange tint to it, which is sulfur. And sulfur is from medications. If you use a lot of antibiotics or other kinds of medications to have them too, meats, dairy, all of those are like all the animal products contain sulfur, and medications do as well. Not all of them, but some of them. So that's one thing that I see here. Also, I see lymph kind of all around. So all of those yellowish patches around the eye that you see right after the orange, so closer to the outer edge of the iris, that's lymph. So all of that has to be detoxed. So you basically have to take your diet from where it was before and eliminate all of the toxins out. So you're eating only fresh, raw foods and some baked foods or cooked foods, but really focus on the raw as much as possible, specifically fruits. If you want your eyes to be crystal blue, honestly, you have to go fully raw, you know. But you don't have to go fully raw today, you can do it at some point. Like, I'm not fully raw yet either. Like, I might get there at some point, but I'm not there yet. Um, Also, as you will see that your sclera part, which is the white of the eye, will lighten to like a whitish, like white with like a blue tint, rather than right now it's like with a reddish tint or a yellowy reddish tint. So that's going to lighten as well, because all of it is indicative of organs being strained and stressed in the body because of the wrong foods, right? So as all of that kind of leaves the body and gets eliminated, you will see a much cleaner state come in. But yeah, I would just work on. I don't think any of this is bad, and you can see blue in quite a bit of the areas. So I'm certain that you have blue eyes underneath, but you just need to detox, and specifically your GI, which is that your GI tract is basically what you're putting in your body all the time. Now, GI tract is very difficult to detox because it's been like for most of us. I'm not sure what your diet is exactly, but I think that like for most of us with a standard diet, we've been doing this to ourselves for years and years, to be honest with you. So if you want to detox faster, things like colonics, I know it's kind of gross, but things like colonics really do help. Um, and also, there's actually, what's even better is if you do GI, they have like GI track fasts or cleanses or whatever for GI tracts. And what they do, I'll link below the one I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna do it in the next probably month or two. Not really like prepared for it right now, but I'll do it, and I'll record doing it, and I'll link the one that I'm talking about down below, and that specifically works to clean out your GI. So it's really going to speed up the process, because if you go about it normally, just trying to detox, I mean, think of think of your GI as a hose, okay? And inside that hose is a layer of stuck on stuff from probably years ago that you've eaten, okay? And it's hard. It's like rubbery and hard. Now, if you start drinking like watermelon smoothies, eating watermelons, eating fruits and vegetables, they're gonna start to kind of push that stuff down. But this has been going on for years. So in order to like push it down faster and to have more of a result, because at first when I was doing this stuff, I thought like, oh, you'll just eat some fruits and it's all gonna fix itself. No. So it's going to be a very, very long, hard road. So, like right now, I eat really, really well. And, to be honest with you, my GI is looking like in my iridology pictures just a little bit better. And this is with a very good diet, okay? So, it's tough. And I was watching even Christina's videos, the Fully Raw girl, and even her GI was not as clean, and you could see that, like, you know, she was years and years into eating fully raw. I'm not eating fully raw. She was eating fully raw, and even then the GI was hard to detox. But she was not using any of this herbs and other stuff. She was just eating raw. Uh, so I would say if you want to speed it up, use the herbs, use these cleanses in addition to cleaning up your diet, and then you'll see blue eyes much faster. And you know, blue eyes they're pretty, but at the same time, it's an indication of how your body is changing. You know, it's just, I mean, same thing happens for people with brown eyes. It's just with brown eyes, it's harder to see the difference because the color, the natural color of the eye is the same that the color of the lymph. There's only like slight color variation. They're not like opposite colors, or not opposite, but very different. But with blue, it's much easier. So the other thing I'll ask you, if you can, is keep these eye pictures. And if you're successful in going to a more fully raw diet, email me pictures, say in like 6 months from now, and we'll compare the two. Thank you for the review, and I will see you guys in the next video. If you want to send me your eye pictures, I'll link all that down below, and you can send it to one of the options below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.